Hello, health champions. My name is Anshul, and I'm here on YouTube and TikTok to share my passion for health and fitness. And the reason why I do that is that I believe it's very, very important to maintain one's health and physique and stay lean. And I wanted to share my experiences over the years. So the last few videos I've been focusing on my fitness routines, as well as the concept of self-discipline and motivation and how they feed each other. Now I'm going to jump into the dietary aspects of fitness. As I said in my last video, I believe physical fitness is 80% diet, 20% physical training, conditioning. And just to elaborate on the dietary aspects, I believe that as adults, we should be practicing intermittent fasting on a regular basis. And by intermittent fasting, what I mean is extending the amount of time between meals. I believe that eating 3 meals a day is far too often for adults. And there's some data that I'm going to share with you about why I believe that's the case. I believe that one should be eating maybe once a day, or maybe one small meal and one large meal per day. That is how we're designed. So let me give you those historical data points. We shifted from an agrarian economy to an industrial economy starting in the 1850s and into the 1900s. Once we shifted into the industrial economy, food became plentiful. We started manufacturing foods, processing foods, making them have shelf life, etc. So food all of a sudden became very, very available to people over the last 4 or 5 generations. So as a result, we now, instead of feast or famine, we're eating several times a day. We're obsessed with eating. That's not natural. We're designed for feast or famine, which is why I recommend that everyone consider intermittent fasting, which is essentially creating that feast or famine effect in yourself by practicing, extending your time period between meals. So the other point I want to make is that just like the body has circadian rhythms in terms of sleeping and awake times, the digestive system also has circadian rhythms. It needs to go through gastronomic events to digest food, and then a resting period where it recovers and the body gets back to, I'm going to say, a normal state. And then you start that cycle again where you eat and then you fast. So again, these are the data points that I believe are relevant to why you should consider intermittent fasting. I practice it. And I'll tell you some of the benefits. It helps me stay lean. It helps me stay focused, mentally focused, physically focused, and my energy levels are superb. I only started intermittent fasting over the last 2 or 3 years. I felt the difference instantly. Now, it does take some discipline to do it, and I'm going to talk about in the next few videos how I got to this point. But anyway, I want to share that information with you, and I hope you found this helpful. Thanks so much for tuning in.